Welcome in a Daeva Tavern. My name is Jojo and this is Galeas.
Welcome, Daevas.
As promised, in the first episode we're going to introduce you to the changes that are going to take place in AION 5.8.
Yes, so as we said last time, today we're going to focus mostly on the 5.8 update content. We're going to explain you the main features and the most interesting ones, of course. Then, of course, we will talk a little bit also about the community and what's going on, what happened recently and what will happen in the future.
That's right, so how about if you take a short break in fulfilling your New Year's resolutions and enjoy the video. Let's start with the trailer. Let's start with the new content that is going to be implemented in 5.8. We have a new fortress that is going to be introduced to you. So how about if you tell us something more about it, Galeas?
Yes, we are talking here about the Divine Fortress. Actually, it's not totally new because it was there in the past, but it was closed for quite some time. And now finally the Divine Fortress is reopening its gates. So you will find it in the center of Reshenta, in the core. And yeah, you can participate to battlefields here that will take place on Tuesdays and Saturdays.
I've heard that there are some extra strategies related to this particular fortress.
Yeah, we won't, of course, give all the strategy to like capture the fortress, because that would be a little bit spoiling the fun. But yeah, we can say that, okay, next to the fortress you cannot fly anymore. So you will be able to fly to be able to reach the fortress, but when you get too close you will be blocked by some kind of a shield, a frost shield, that will prevent you from actually flying there. So you will have to land on site and go on foot.
What about some special benefits coming from capturing other fortresses?
Well, yes, that's also something for strategy. If you capture the marked fortresses, it will be easier for you to then break the door of the fortress. Also, if you capture the 5 artifacts, it will help you DPS the door faster.
Okay, so we already know what the strategy is, but what are the benefits?
The benefits were... You mean beside the rewards, that is already kind of a good benefit, right? There is also something about the dungeons, but I guess that's what we're going to talk now.
Okay, so the first one is?
So the first new dungeon is called the Divine Tower. It's a 6-people dungeon, and it's for characters that are level 66 or above.
Okay, and do we know what we can expect in the dungeon?
Well, I don't want to spoil too much about what's going on there, but we will show you a few pictures so that you can see how it looks like first.
I've heard that there is an interesting boss inside.
There is an interesting boss. Are you talking about Nergal?
Yeah, this one. I guess that Polish players know this boss from somewhere already, but...
What do you mean?
I don't know, you can research it in the internet, but okay.
Okay.
Maybe it's gonna be the same one.
So yeah, Divine Tower, just an additional information. To enter there, you have to go to the landing sites of your faction, of course. So for the Asmo, it's Tokanu, and for the Helios, it's Magos.
Okay, so is everyone going to have access to this instance?
Yes, everyone has access to the instance.
So it's not necessary to actually capture the fortress first and...
Well, we're coming there because capturing the fortress will allow you entrance to the second dungeon.
Okay.
Which is called the Mirage Sanctuary. So the Mirage Sanctuary is a solo instance. It is also for players that are 66 or above. And this is where it is important to capture the fortress, because the faction that has the fortress will have different access than the other one. So basically, let's say the Helios capture the fortress, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it is so, they can enter the Mirage Sanctuary directly from within the Divine Fortress.
Okay.
They have a specific entrance just for them. So it's going to be a little bit harder for the other faction, because they will have to find a backdoor entry that is hidden somewhere around.
Especially for Asmodeans, since they never captured the fortresses, right?
Well, that's not quite true. I mean,
Okay.
Helios are good, but Asmodeans are good too. Come
It
on.
was just an example. So how Asmodeans or how Helios will be able to enter the instance if they didn't capture the fortress?
Well, it's simple. It's not open if the fortress is not held by the Asmodeans or the Helios.
Okay. And what about the secret passage?
The secret passage, well, I won't tell you how to actually enter the dungeon. That would be spoiling the fun again.
Okay.
So you will have to find out by yourselves, but I guess it's going to be pretty fast.
Okay. So I also heard that there is a special strategy in this particular instance.
Yes, we won't give too much details, but let's say there is a specific item that is very, very important that you need to use in the dungeon to go through the whole dungeon. And even in the last boss, as I was told.
Okay. That's pretty mysterious, but I guess people like the fact that they can discover some of the secrets that we're gonna introduce with the new update. So I guess that this is it when it comes to the new content, but it's not over when it comes to the changes in AION 5.8. You already know where the next battle is gonna take place, but to make these encounters a little bit easier, we have prepared some changes in the gear and the stigma system.
Yeah, as you said, the stigma system is going to be changed a little bit. Basically, what will happen is that, as you can see on the picture, you will have a new stigma slot. So, by default, this new stigma slot is not unblocked. You will need to actually enhance all of your stigmas from the set to +9. If you do so, and you equip only +9 stigmas, then you have access to an extra stigma slot that you can use for new stigma.
Stigmas are obviously not the only source of true Daeva's power. There is obviously a matter of equipment as well, so we have some changes in Abyss equipment.
Yes, absolutely. The major actually change for this update is the new Abyss gear. So there are going to be new sets of Abyss gear available. It's not going to be available directly by buying them to NPCs. It's going to be available through evolution.
Okay, and how can you evolve these items?
So it's pretty simple. You will have NPCs. So according to your faction, you will have to go either to Estera or to Nothra. And there you will have a specific NPC that you will talk to. And when you do so, it will ask you for specific materials. And it will, of course, take them from you and make your old gear into a new one.
Okay, and these items, these materials that you're supposed to use for the evolution, how can you get them? Do we have any details?
Yes, you can get them by completing quests or in the Divine Tower or also in the core sieges in the Abyss.
I've heard some rumors as well that actually these items are going to have some special properties.
Yeah, that's actually why I wanted to mention it today. Those items are unbreakable, which means that when you enchant them, they cannot disappear if you fail your enchantment or upgrading, if we're talking about accessories. So yeah, that's a major news, because yeah, some people were deceived in the past that yeah, they will lose their items basically. It's not gonna happen anymore with this specific gear. So yeah, the enchantment system for this gear is like it was in the past for other items, meaning that you will enchant using all-powerful enchantment stones or whatever you want, or mythical supplements, for instance. And then if you fail, well, if you fail between level 1 and 10, you will only use one enchantment level, okay? So meaning if your item is +8, it will go back to +7. If your item is +2, it will go back to +1.
Okay.
If you have an item that is between 11 and 15, then any failure will bring you back to level 10. If you have an item that is between 16 and 20, any failure will bring you back to level 15. And if you have the chance to have an item that is above 20, then you will be back to 20.
Okay. And about the possibility of trading these items?
Those items are unfortunately untradeable. There is, though, an exception is that when you have the chance to reach the enchantment level of plus 25, then you can wrap the items. So it makes them tradable then.
Okay, so there is a possibility. Go ahead and visit the instances and upgrade your gear as fast as possible. Make sure that you upgrade your stigmas to plus 9 ASAP as well and get stronger.
Yeah, just one last thing about the Abyss gear, about the enchantment system. You know that currently if you use mythical supplements and all-powerful enchantment stones, you have a 100% chance to succeed. From plus 1 to plus 15. Well, it's not going to be the case for this new Abyss gear. The success rate will not be 100%. That's important to mention.
Oh yeah. But these are not the only changes that we have prepared for our players. There is also a monster book that is going to be tweaked a little bit.
Yeah, there are more features that are going to be modified. We're not going to go into the details for all of them because there are a lot and you will be able to check everything within the patch notes. Basically, yes, the monster book has been improved, so you can add your favorites in there now, and you can also locate the monsters from dungeons, which was not possible in the past. Yeah, just to mention a few other changes. Basically, the Atreia pass is going to be changed a little bit, but just the way it looks, so nothing major. And we will have new minions and way much more. Just go check the patch notes and you will see all the changes. It's actually quite a lot. Yeah.
And it's not gonna take so long. You will be able to check all these features in-game because the update is gonna take place very soon. That's it when it comes to all the features that are going to be implemented with 5.8, but this is not the end of the show yet. We still have some announcements and still have some questions that you asked, and we would like to answer them for you right now. First topic that we would like to tackle is going to be the question of a server merge.
Yes, obviously the server merge is one of the most common questions that is asked today on the forums on Facebook and on Twitter. The information I can give you so far is that it's still in preparation. We are aiming for server merge end of first quarter of 2018, beginning of second quarter 2018. So we don't have a specific date yet, but whenever it's the case, you will have news and we'll let you know.
There are some additional features that players are waiting for, and it's gonna be AION 6.0.
Yeah, we have seen that AION 6.0 got you very excited, guys, on, well, basically everywhere. And it was the same for us. That was our first reaction when we saw the teaser and when we received first information from NCSoft. It looks really, really promising, and we know that it has the same effect for you guys.
Yeah, unfortunately we do not have any more details, but we are looking forward to check it out.
Wait a second, we have a little bit more details.
What is it?
Yes, so the current status is that we received already some documentation from NCSoft, actually quite a lot. We already started preparations, we are translating some documents, we are analyzing the content, and yeah, the team is already on it because we want to do this, we want to make this happen as fast as we can.
You didn't tell me Nierk about it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Well, then another topic, I guess, contest, Solarius contest. At least I know something about this.
What do you know about it?
I know who won, but maybe you would like to mention it by yourself.
Yes, we wanted to say thanks to everyone for participating to the last Solarius Christmas contest. That was amazing. We received a lot of postcards and pictures of your tree decorations for Christmas. It was a very tough decision to actually select the winners, but unfortunately we had to do it. And yeah, we will have a look at who won and what were the pictures they sent us.
Yeah, actually I really enjoyed looking at those Christmas tree decorations. They were really, really amazing.
Yeah, some of them were actually pretty creative. It was great work, and I guess some people spent actually a lot of time on it.
Yeah, great job, guys. I've seen some of it, and I would not be able to create anything even close to this one. You wouldn't like to see a Christmas decoration made by me, but that's a different topic.
Yeah, about the contest, I can just say that of course we will have more contests this year. We are already preparing the next one, so yeah, stay tuned about that. We will announce it anyway, as usual, on all our platforms. Yeah.
Great that you actually mentioned different platforms, because there is yet another way of communication that we're gonna introduce to our players, right?
Yes, some weeks ago, a group of players from AION created a new Discord channel that is dedicated to AION. It's, of course, not official, as we didn't create a channel, but we thought that is a really good initiative. And yeah, if you like to discuss about the game, strategies, anything that's happening in the AION community, you should definitely go there. We will put you the link in the video description, and yeah, you can have a look for yourself, go there, talk with people, exchange, because, well, that's the whole point of MMO, right?
That's not everything. This is not going to be your only opportunity to involve yourself in a discussion with us, because we're gonna open a separate thread in which we're gonna ask you for some feedback regarding our new show, the Daeva Tavern.
Yeah, exactly. On all the forums you will have a dedicated topic that you can use for questions and suggestions. Don't forget that, of course, you can also comment on the video about your impressions on this new show.
That's right. You can obviously press on all the available buttons like subscribe, like, and press the bell thingy, whatever suits you. And please try to stay constructive with your criticism. But we are very open to hear any opinions, because we are here also to improve the way how we are communicating with you. So, yeah.
Yeah, we almost covered it all. One last thing, we would like you to send us screenshots. Can you tell me more about those screenshots?
Yeah,
I think you had an idea, right?
Actually, yes. We just came up with it a minute ago, that it would be very nice if you would send us some screenshots that we're gonna present you in an environment that you would see as a potential environment for our future shows. As you know, the main theme is Daeva Tavern, so if you find yourself an interesting tavern where you like to spend evenings with your friends in the game, just send us a screenshot and we will take it under consideration, and maybe next time our next show is gonna take place in your favorite tavern. But I guess we don't have to be limited to taverns only. If you have your other areas of interest, just send us a screenshot, because every idea it might be a good one.
Yeah, exactly. So for your screenshots, please send them all to daevatarvern@ionfreetoplay.com. You can, of course, see the link below.
That's right. It might be the case that after this show we are not going to be invited to this particular tavern, because there is probably going to be an after party. But we will see how it's gonna go. Maybe you will provide us with a better address.
Okay, so I guess that's it for today, right?
That's it. Yes, we're done. Thank you very much for your participation. Now you can go back to your New Year's resolution, so get back to the gym, prepare your chia seeds with tofu or whatever you wanted to do, and that's it.
Yeah, have a lot of fun with AION, and see you next time for the next episode of Daeva Tavern.
See you guys.
See you!